everyone, it's Laura here from the Parks Trust, and today I'm going to show you how to make some bird feeders for your garden. So the things that you're going to need are a tub to do your mixing in. You are going to need some birdseed mix, and this is just birdseed mix that you can get from the supermarket. You're going to need some yogurt pots or plant pots or some kind of pot, or you can use pine cones for this, and I'll explain both ways as we go through. You will also need some string, a pair of scissors and some sort of fat. Lard works really well for this, but Trex is the best vegetarian equivalent that I've found so far. You can also use things like coconut oil, but they tend not to bind quite so well, but the Trex is really good. So what you are going to need to do first of all is make a hole in the top of your pot, and I'm going to use a pair of scissors to do this, so you might need to get an adult to help you with this. And then I'm going to cut myself a piece of string to go through that hole. Now this is the string that you're going to use to tie your bird feeder up with at the end. So if you know where it's going to hang and you know that you've got a hook outside that you want to hang it on, then you might want to tie it in a loop. If you're not sure yet where you're going to do it, you might want to tie it as a single piece, and then you can wrap it around something or make a decision about where you're going to tie it later. So I'm going to tie a knot in the end. And then I need to thread that loop through the hole in my yogurt pot. And it's gone too far. Thread it through again. And what you'll see is that that's how it's going to hang up at the end. So we'll take the yogurt pot bit off at the end and you'll hang it up by this. So you need to make sure that your string isn't right at the top of your yogurt pot, but that it is pulled through so that it's got the seeds and the fat, when we mix them together, have got something to bind to, something to stick themselves to. So I'm going to leave that to one side for the moment. And then what I'm going to do in my mixing pot is I'm going to put some of the seed. Now we know that we need to have at least as much seed as we've got in our yogurt pot, so we could always use this to measure. If you know that you're going to be making more than one, then you could just fill your tub up or make as much as you want to. And then I also need a nice dollop of Trex, and this has been out in the sun for a little bit, so it's a little bit melted. And what we're going to do is just mix the seeds and the fat together in the bowl. You can wear gloves to do this if you don't like the feel of it on your fingers, but I quite like getting my hands in there and mixing it all together. So we're going to give that a good mix so that all of the seeds are coated in the fat, and that's what's going to help them stick. And then once that's done, and you can mix for as long as you want to, once that's done, we then need to put the mixture into the yogurt pot, remembering to keep our string through the middle. So I'm just going to fill my pot up. And we need to press the seeds down so that everything can stick together. So give it a good pat down. It doesn't matter how much mess I make because I'm outdoors, so the birds will just come and tidy up after me and take any of the seeds that I managed to spill. So that's your bird feeder complete. What you need to do then is pop it in the fridge overnight so that it can harden up. And what you might want to do is pop it either onto a plate or back into your mixing bowl, and then pop the mixing bowl into the fridge, just so that you don't get any of the fat and the bird seed all over the shelf in the fridge. Tomorrow, once it's hardened, what you need to do is push from the top, and you're going to pop your bird seed cake out, and it should come out as a hole through the bottom with your piece of string on the end, and then you can go out into your garden and hang it up. Now, as an alternative, if you can't get hold of any yogurt pots at the moment, you can use a pine cone, and what you can do is tie your piece of string around the pine cone, and then roll your pine cone in your mixture of seeds and lard, and it should all just stick to the pine cone, and then you can hang the pine cone up outside, or if you've got nowhere to hang it, you can put the pine cones out in your garden or on your balcony, and then the birds will just come and take the seed straight out of the pine cone. We really hope you enjoy getting outside making the most of this time, especially while the weather's nice. Get outside and enjoy nature. And if you do manage to make your bird feeders, it'd be really great if you could tag us at the Parks Trust so we can see what you've been up to. Thanks very much. We'll see you again soon. Bye.